NBA action is coming up. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. A contest between conferences, Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Young from outside buries the long-range jumper.
Nice and composed on that three there. Trey giving his fundamentals all of his attention.
Screen by Gafford. No good from Irving. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. We play just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. In the corner, it's Gafford. Here's Irving. From the arc. Gafford misses. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Irving, following the basket by Trae Young. Here's the teardrop, and it's Irving missing. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at punting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Trae Young. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks leading. Here's Young. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Young's got 7 points in the game.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
To the left wing. Outside, Davis. Dallas moving it around. Irving looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. Over Young. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
Young drives in. And Daniels now top of the key. LeVert up top. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now here's Irving. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Young. A nice shot by LeVert.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
Right side Irving. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here's Young from the arc. That shot misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Irving for 3. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. Young inside. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Outside Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 8.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. He notched 8 points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Inside, pushing it up. Capella with the bucket.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Hawks trailed by 3. Here's Bufkin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And this past offseason, Stan, was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Here's Irving. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And when he's on like this, guys, there's not much you can do to stop Kyrie, an incredible shot maker.
LeVert with it. Goes up at the stripe. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Outside Irving. And that one drops for him. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Floats one. Shot clock at 6. Thompson with the 3.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Aston Niang. The Hawks again can't hit. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Thompson left side. Pass to Marshall. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Hawks trailed by 8. Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
On the wing, Thompson. Over to the wing. Here's Gafford. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
On the free throw, no good. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
The Hawks trailing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Baseline jumper. And the bank shot is good. Young's got 12.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
Pass to Williams. Down low. Here's Davis. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so we conclude the first half. Mavericks ahead, up 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Young outside. Over Irving. Shots good from Young. 14 points for him.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 4 this quarter. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu, who was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And so it's Dallas with it. They've led by as much as 10. Here's the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Reza Shea. Young left side. A rebound by Washington.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing here by 8. High, arcing shot. Right side, Irving. Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Over Daniels. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Substitution.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Atlanta making a switch here. The Hawks trail by 10. Three-pointer, LeVert. Rebounded by Gafford. Now the Mavericks with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
His first. Team second.
Outside Irving. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
The defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
And here's LeVert. Nice shot from 10 feet out. LeVert's got 6. Mavericks leading by 10. And on the way from Irving for 3. Not going to go that time. And Atlanta has possession. It's LeVert on the wing. He has 6. And the layup falls. LeVert's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Irving for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Reza Shea missing. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The shot's good from Gafford.
And Matador defense, That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Dallas leading by 10. Right side Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's LeVert. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 13.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Marshall gets the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Christie. Outside Irving. And it's good for 2. Irving's got 29.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Drills the three-pointer. Krejci's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Mann. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Outside Irving. That one goes in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams changing it up here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Mavericks leading by 14. At the elbow, Irving. Rebounded by Capella. Nance outside. Pass to LeVert. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And it's LeVert missing. Dallas leading by 11. Thompson looking for an opening. All alone. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Irving. The tray. The rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Outside Irving. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 34 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy